I'm Sejal and I'm in Japan today. I'm here in Kyoto in Japan for Google Pixel 3's promotional event with hashtag Team Pixel. I'm so happy and excited to be here. I'm one of the 3 people in India who were called to be at this event. There are lots of other YouTubers from all over the world here. My Life is Eva is also here. Anyway, this is my hotel room. It's the most beautiful and most unique hotel room I've ever stayed in. ऐसा मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं शिनचैन के सेट पे बैठी हुई हूँ. So since Japan is known for its food and fashion, and I love fashion, I love clothes, so I thought I have to make a fashion video here. I don't know a lot about Japanese fashion in style in too much detail, but I know for a fact that it's really unique. I have a vague idea about it from Safiya's video, from what I've seen on Instagram. So today the entire group is going to go out to Nishiki Market, which is in Kyoto, which is a famous market here. So I'm going to go out, explore, shop a little bit, observe everybody around me and see what their styles are and figure out Japanese fashion. So yeah, if you guys enjoy, make sure you hit subscribe. We're almost at 1 million. Let's get there quickly and let's get started. It's my first time ever in a Japanese market, so we'll try our best. Because we had no idea where to go, I think in the beginning we landed up at the wrong kind of shops. This for 24,000, way too expensive. जो free का shopping bag होता है ना, that's the only thing we can afford over here. I feel like we've come out to the wrong mall. Everything is way too expensive over here, above 10,000 rupees at least. 1,000 yen into 0.65, so my maths is really bad. After that, we kind of gave up hope on the whole shopping scene, but right after that, we came across some really interesting shops. I don't know where we're going though. What if we get kidnapped? Yes. That'll be fun. Oh, there's a clothing store. We randomly came across these really cute and quaint vintage shops, boutiques, and these were way more affordable than the other shops. They also had some sales going on, and the salespersons were also really nice. So after observing a bunch of random people, I figured that everybody is extremely fashionable and comfortable. They wear a lot of loose coats, berets. Yes, I had to zoom into these random people to get that shot until that person ruined it. And they also wear lots of plaid midi skirts. I ended up buying 4 of these myself. And a lot of younger people wearing very colorful and on-trend clothes, and a bunch of people on the street wearing kimonos. So I've come to a conclusion and grouped all my observations into 4 different kinds of styles, and I'm gonna try and make them as budgeted as possible for myself because I don't want to go broke, and you guys as well, and give you options on how you can actually recreate these things with what's available in India. So here we go. The first style and my favorite is minimalistic, and this is probably the style that comes to mind when you think of Japanese fashion. And finally, when we found a shop that we could afford, look, yeah, even these ones are only 5,000. Finally, we found a store जो हम afford कर सकते हैं. So we're gonna take our time here. This look is all about simple clothes that hide the curves of your body. So I knew I wanted a long coat and a beret, all in the same color, so I chose black. And for bottoms, I wanted either pants or a pleated skirt, so I took both. While trying them on, the pants didn't fit me, what the skirt did, and I was very happy about the whole look. You like it? Nice. Do I look Japanese? I love this, but it's so expensive. But after calculating a little bit, this is how much it would cost me in rupees. And also it made me so sad because I knew I had a bunch of these things at home. So when we went to the next vintage store, it had a 50% off, so that made me very happy. And I found a similar skirt at a 50% off, so ended up getting that and paired the rest with what I had at home. So here is what I came up with. This black coat belongs to my mom. I'm sure everybody has something similar, and I'm just wearing a simple white plain t-shirt inside. The skirt I got from Japan, paired it with my plain white sneakers, and also the beret. These things are available in H&M, so you can definitely get it here at home. For lack of a better term, next up is young and colorful. Now this style is based off of what I saw my fellow Team Pixel mates wearing, what I saw on Japanese street style online. So for this style, I knew I needed something absolutely bright and colorful, and we went back to the same 50% off vintage shop, and I found this blue corduroy skirt to start off with, but only thing it had pockets at the back, which was a little bit weird, but I thought it was a nice starting point, so I ended up getting it. Also, it was very inexpensive. And to amp up the makeup look, a lot of Japanese girls put blush or lip tint under their eyes and on their lips to look youthful, so I made sure I did that. And here is how the look turned out. So starting with the blue skirt that I just bought, I paired it with a white graphic tee that I got from home along with a pink corduroy jacket that I also got from home. Both of these are from Shein.com, so pretty affordable and all, and I think this gives off that vibe. Also, I wanted to add another look here. On my last day in Kyoto, I ended up going to this random shop which had a very like K-pop kind of vibe going, and I loved it there. So I ended up shopping for these two things, this pink sweatshirt with this pink skirt which I thought gave off the young, youthful, on-trend vibe of Japanese style pretty well. This look is so amazing, especially with the beret and the boots, and it also looked pretty good with that black coat I wore before. Now, Harajuku is a unique style of Japan, which basically means mixing two completely different styles together. So I'd seen this in Safiya's video and online, and I wanted to try it for myself. So I headed to the small little boutique store where the sales lady was really sweet, and she helped me find a Harajuku style.
True, this is also Harajuku. The pearl
yeah.
matching.
It's with I think.
How much is this jacket for?
Now, I didn't want to go broke buying both the jacket and the skirt, so I just ended up getting the skirt, and the skirt, according to whatever I'd seen online and what she told me, is pretty unique to Harajuku style. Like the lace pattern is pretty unique. So I paired it with my own plain white shirt and a denim jacket. I wish the denim jacket was more amped up to give it a more Harajuku look, but I'm pretty happy with this as well. Saving the best for last, I had to try on a kimono. Now, I saw so many people wearing these on the street, so I figured out where you can actually get them from. These were like little salons where you can go get dressed up, do your hair and makeup, and I saw a bunch of really random things like those shoes, and we were handed a menu of hair and makeup that we can choose from, and also a bunch of kimonos. Oh, okay, these are the more expensive ones. We choose the cheaper ones basically. Yeah, so because I didn't want to go broke, we were stuck with choosing the cheaper ones. So we spent about 5 minutes picking out which kimono that we want to try. And first thing, we were giving these really random socks made to wear this innerwear, and then a lady came and tied the whole kimono on us. So tying a kimono is as complicated as tying a sari. They didn't use a single pin, and it's not easy basically. We're officially Japanese.
So happy.
And we were off, so we actually got these outfits on rent, and we could walk around in these for about an hour. You know, this is kind of tight. Meri saans nikal rahi hai meri body se. So yes, they were pretty tight. Also, wearing them suddenly gave me such good posture and such good poise. And also, weirdly enough, those shoes were only available in one size. I think we're the only brown people who put on a kimono. So just this one random old guy just told us something like good job or gave us encouragement. Overall, amazing experience. Alright guys, so that was it for today's video. Now, Japanese fashion in overall, I have been tripping over it for the last 2 days. I am so impressed and so fascinated. Every person I saw on the street looked like they were going for a fashion show, and they were just so well turned out with so many simple things that we can use at home. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit subscribe, like, and let me know below which look was your favorite, and if you ever want to travel to Japan. And I'll see you soon. Bye!